Hello, this is 2017 or 2025 Grade 8 General Science MSLC exam part 1. Thanks to HaHu City Administration Education Bureau for preparing this exam. Question number 1. Conventional science relies on this understanding of one of the following knowledge types. A. Social, B. Spiritual, C. Physical, or D. Scientific. The answer is scientific, because conventional or modern science is built up on the scientific method and knowledge type, which emphasizes empirical evidence, repeatable experiments, and logical reasoning to understand the natural world. Question number 2. Which one of the following characteristic describes a chemical change? A. No new substance is formed. B. The change is easily reversed. C. Is accompanied by energy changes. Or D. The composition of substance is not altered. The answer is accompanied by energy changes. A chemical change involves the formation of new substance with different compositions. This process is usually difficult to reverse and is almost always accompanied by significant energy changes, such as the release or absorption of heat and light. Nice. Question number 3. Which one of the following is a metallic element? A. Gold, B. Phosphorus, C. Fluorine, or D. Oxygen. The correct answer is gold, because gold is a metal known for its luster, conductivity, and malleability. Phosphorus, fluorine, and oxygen are categorized as non-metals. Question number 4. Which one of the following is not correct in naming of binary compound consisting metal and non-metal? A. The metal is named by its elemental name. B. The non-metallic element is written before metallic element. C. The last letters of non-metallic elements are replaced by the suffix IDE. Or D. Metallic elements with two valence is differentiated by writing its valence with a Roman number in bracket. The answer which is not correct in naming of binary compound consisting metal and non-metal is the non-metallic element is written before metallic element, because in standard chemical nomenclature for binary compounds, the metallic element is always written and named first, followed by the non-metallic element with an IDE suffix. Question number 5. A grade 8 student took an ice from deep freezer and kept it on a dish at room temperature. When he observed it after half an hour, there is no ice, but instead the dish contains water. This is due to A. Evaporation, B. Condensation, C. Melting, or D. Sublimation. Did you say sublimation? No, that's not the answer. The correct answer is melting, because melting is the physical process where a solid, or ice in this case, turns into a liquid or water as it absorbs heat from its surroundings. Dear viewers and listeners of this channel, how did you get so far? If you find it useful, don't hesitate to like it. And if you have any question or comment, you are welcome. Let's go. Question number 6. An identified physical state A, B, and C are given to you to identify based on their properties as follows. Physical state A is highly and easily compressible. B does not flow, and C has a less orderly arranged particles. Thus, substance B is liquid, substance A is gas, substance C is solid, or substance B is gas. The correct answer for this question is substance A is gas. Because gas or state A are highly compressible because of the large space between particles. Solids state B do not flow and have a fixed shape. Liquids, where state C is have less orderly arranged particles compared to solids, but more so than gases. Question number 7. Which of the following pure substance is correctly categorized as element or compound? A. Sugar, element. B. Water, element. C. Nitrogen, element. Or D. Magnesium, compound. The answer for question number 7 is nitrogen, which is an element. Nitrogen is a pure substance consisting of only one type of atom, N, making it an element. Sugar and water are compounds, while magnesium is an element, not a compound. Question number 8. After balancing the following chemical equation by inspection method, the coefficient of oxygen is A. 2, B. 4, C. 5, or D. 6. Did you calculate to be 5? That's right. To balance the equation, in the left side we have 4 carbon and 12 hydrogen and 14 oxygen. On the right side we have 4 carbon, 12 hydrogen and 14 oxygen. So the coefficient for oxygen is 5 when the whole equation is balanced with the simplest whole numbers. Question number 9. After learning the physical properties of metals and non-metals in a class, your teacher gave you an unknown element to be identified. Then, which of the following distinguishing properties will help you categorize it as a metal or non-metal? A. Observation. B. Size. C. Testing. Or D. Density. The correct answer is density, because density is a characteristic physical property. Most metals have high densities compared to non-metals. Observation, which is color or luster, can help, but density provides a more scientific basis for categorization. Note, never test unknown chemicals. Question number 10. Suppose you are given sulfur powder and iron filling mixtures to be separated. Select the best technique that you are going to use for the separation. A. Evaporation. B. Distillation. C. Magnetic separation. Or D. Sedimentation and decantation. The answer is magnetic separation, because iron is a ferromagnetic material, while sulfur is not. Using a magnet will easily pull the iron fillings away from the sulfur powder. Dear viewers and listeners of this channel, this is halfway for part 1 of General Science. How did you see it so far? If you have any question or comment, you are welcome. If you find this question, answer and explanation useful, don't hesitate to like it and thereby share and subscribe. Let's go. Question number 11. Which one of the following is the correct balanced chemical equation for the reaction between carbon and oxygen to produce carbon dioxide? A. 2 carbon plus oxygen gives us 2 carbon dioxide. B. 2 carbon plus oxygen gives us carbon dioxide. C. carbon plus oxygen gives us carbon dioxide, or D, 2 carbon plus oxygen gives us 2 carbonate? The correct balanced equation for this reaction is carbon plus oxygen to give us carbon dioxide. This equation is already balanced. One carbon atom reacts with one molecule of diatomic oxygen to produce one molecule of carbon dioxide. Question number 12. There are mixtures of bean seed and teff in a container. Which of the following is the best physical means to separate them? A. Boiling, B. Size, C. Solubility, or D. Magnetism? The correct answer for this question is size, because since bean seeds are much larger than teff grains, they can be separated easily by sifting or using a sieve or hand picking based on size. Question number 13. Which one of the following is the smallest particle of a substance that can exist freely in nature? A. Molecule, B. Element, C. Ion, or D. Atom? The answer is molecule, because while an atom is the smallest unit of an element, many elements like oxygen and all compounds exist freely as molecules. Molecules are the smallest particles of a substance that retain its chemical properties and can exist independently. Question number 14. Which one of the following hydrocarbon belongs to alkane? A. C5H10, B. C7H12, C. C8H18, or D. C6H8? The correct answer is C8H18. Alkanes follow the general formula CnH2n plus 2. For n is equal to 8, 2 times 8 plus 2, which is equal to 18. So C8H18 or octane is an alkane. Let's go. Question number 15. According to Aristotle, A. Atoms exist, B. Matter is indivisible, C. The idea of atom is rejected, or D. There is a limit to which matter is broken. According to Aristotle, the idea of atom is rejected, because Aristotle disagreed with Democritus and rejected the idea of atoms. He believed matter was continuous and could be divided infinitely into the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Question number 16. Which one of the following is correct with regard to potassium? It is A. Mass number is 39, B. Proton is 20, C. Atomic number is the same as its neutron number, or D. Electron number is the same as neutron number. The answer is mass number is 39. In the notation X into A and Z, A is the mass number. Here A is equal to 39. The atomic number Z is 19, meaning it has 19 protons and 19 electrons. Hence the number of neutrons is 39 minus 19, which is equal to 20. Question number 17. Complete the missing product from the reaction NaOH plus HCl to give us X plus H2O. A. Sodium chloride, B. Water, C. Sodium hydroxide, or D. HCl. The correct answer is NaCl, or sodium chloride. This is a neutralization reaction between a base, or sodium hydroxide in this case, and an acid, hydrochloric acid, to produce a salt, sodium chloride, and water. Question number 18. Which one of the following description is correct about acidic or basic oxide? A. An acidic oxide dissolves in water to form salt. B. Basic oxides react with acids to form an acid and base. C. Acidic oxides react with base to form salt and water. Or D. A basic oxide reacts with water to produce an acid and salt. The correct answer for this question is acidic oxides react with bases to form salt and water. Acidic oxides, usually non-metallic oxides, react with bases in a neutralization-like process to produce a salt and water. Question number 19. Which one of the following is a metallic oxide? A. Sulfur dioxide, B. Potassium oxide, C. Nitrogen dioxide, or D. Phosphorus oxide. The answer is potassium oxide. Potassium is a metal, so its oxide K2O is a metallic oxide. Sulfur, nitrogen, and phosphorus are non-metals. The last question for part 1 of General Science 2017 Ethiopian Calendar Ministry exam. It says, which one of the following compound is a base? A. HCl, B. H2SO4, C. NH4OH, or D. HNO3. The correct answer will be NH4OH, or ammonium hydroxide, because ammonium hydroxide is a base. The others, HCl, H2SO4, and HNO3, are all strong acids, which are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, and nitric acids. Dear viewers and listeners of this channel, how did you guess so far? If you have any question or comment, you are welcome. If you find this transmission useful, don't forget to like and thereby share and subscribe. If you have any question or comment, you are welcome. And if you like to get the PDF of this document, try to join the Telegram channel called HaHu Tube, and thereby you will find many of the same exercises with examples and different resources there. See you in part 2.